So over the past, I guess, 18, 17? Yeah, 18 hours or so. I've spent 12 of them looking at my phone. And probably like, wait, okay, maybe over the past 20 hours, 21 hours. I've spent the past 21 hours, 12 of them on my phone, and probably 9 hours sleeping. That's absolutely insane. Like from yesterday midnight, I scrolled on YouTube Shorts for 3 hours and then fell asleep basically. And then for yesterday, for when I woke up at 11:30, pretty early. I opened YouTube and then scrolled till 5 p.m. Like, I don't know how I did it. I think partially it's because my nose is cauterized and like maybe slight inflammation. It feels like I have a fever a bit, so I want to stay in bed. That might be one part of it. But the other part of it is just like, once you start scrolling, and especially if you have the habit of scrolling and keep scrolling, it's very hard to break out of it once you like pick it up. Like, it's insane the power, at least for me, it has over me. Like, I remember it was like 2 a.m. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go take a shower. 2 or 3 a.m. And I brought my phone onto the toilet. I sat there scrolling until 5 a.m. And even 5 a.m., I like got up from the toilet and I was trying to basically like go into the shower, but my phone was in my hand and I'm like, put down the phone to myself. And I couldn't put down the phone. It was insane. Like, I don't know what was going on. I was like trying to put down the phone and I sat there for 5 minutes and then I finally put down the phone. It was absolutely crazy. Like, phones and scrolling is actually like genuinely addictive, if that makes sense. Like, I know people call it addictive, but it genuinely is like basically a drug. And so very, very scary. And so my advice to this is don't scroll. It's just like how you treat any other drug addiction. You can't be like, oh, I'll wean off of it and then reduce it, because that never really works. You always go back to increasing the dosage amounts. So just don't do it. No reels, no shorts, no TikTok. It's that simple. But it's so difficult. Like, I did this so many times. I try to cut it off, but for some reason I always go back, and it's designed to be that way. Because if I'm watching YouTube, long form YouTube content, eventually a shorts is going to pop on my page. I'm going to click onto it. I'm going to go into start scrolling. Because once you click into one short, you're done for. At least that's how it works for me a lot of the time. So, and same with Instagram. It's so integrated into the app that if you try and scroll through posts, eventually you'll come by an interesting reel, click on it to see the comments or something, and then you're gone, right? And so there's so many of these really, really easy gateways into shorts, even though like a lot of times using YouTube, the app itself, or Instagram, the app itself, isn't that bad. It provides such an easy gateway for you to go into these short form content apps and just start, I'm so creative, start scrolling, right? So yeah, and like this, as I was saying, the solution to this is just don't do it. Like, I have a screen time app that blocks YouTube and Instagram, right? I don't have TikTok, I never did, but it blocks these. And the thing is, sometimes I'm like, oh, I want to check Instagram, or I want to make a post on Instagram, or I want to like watch this longer YouTube video. So I snooze the blocker thing for a bit. And then when I snooze it, I just never turn it back on. I'm like, I'll turn it back on tomorrow. But the problem is, I leave it on for like 5 days and then I go down a shorts loop. Because while it is on, it's really easy to not scroll because it's just there blocked. And I'm not going to make the conscious effort of turning it off. But the same goes the other way. If it's not blocked and I'm just watching shorts, I'm not going to make the conscious effort of turning it back on unless something absolutely blasphemous happens. Like what did today with the 12-hour screen time. Like, that is insane. That basically meant I spent all my waking time looking at YouTube shorts, which is absolutely insane. Like, there's so many other things you can do with your time. I've said this so many times on this channel, maybe not as of late, but I used to say it so much. Scrolling YouTube shorts Instagram Reels, whatever, is the worst thing you could be doing with your time. I know, like, some people say, okay, it's fine, you're relaxing. But is it even that relaxing? I don't think so. I think it's just mind numbing, right? I think relaxing is like allowing your brain to like relax. You know, like playing Minecraft is something very relaxing. You know, something to do in the background. It's fun. You know, your brain is still engaged, but relaxed, engaged. Not shut your brain off and like decrease your attention span and make yourself feel horrible. I never feel good after scrolling YouTube Shorts. I never do. Like the best I feel is maybe after like the first 10 minutes of scrolling Reels. Like they send me a bunch of funny Reels. Like or watching Reels my friends send me, that's fine. Like that 10-minute is like the most entertainment I get out of it. Anything after that just makes me feel absolutely horrible. Like both physically and just like what am I doing, you know? And so it's like the problem though is right now I really as you guys know, I don't know what to do. But there are so many things I could be doing though. For example, like I can like arrange some music, arrangements. I can play the piano, play cello. There's so many other things I can be doing other than scrolling shorts. Like I spent 11 to 6, think 11 to 5. Think about that. That's 6 hours of morning time. I could have spent 1 hour playing my cello, 1 hour just like talking with a friend, 1 hour doing this, 1 hour doing that. But no, I chose not to because what did I choose to do? Scroll on YouTube Shorts. And it's just so sad because what did I gain from all that time? Nothing. And it made me feel even more horrible. I could have gone to the gym. I could have went for a walk. There's so many things I could have done. Right? I could have installed the automatic chicken pen door that we got. But yeah, all I did was waste my time. And it feels really bad. Because, like, look, I'll go through my reasoning one more time, I guess. Scrolling Reels is turning off your brain, right? The only time you actually need to do that is when you're sleeping, right? So if you're not sleeping, then, like, if you're awake, I think your brain should be engaged in some degree. Or you should be working, like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, meditation, maybe that's turning off your brain, but that's actually turning off your brain. Shorts just, like, captures your brain. It's like keeping your brain hostage, I'll say it like that, right? You're not thinking, you're just, like, constant half dopamine state, just in limbo. And so, anything is better than when you're awake. Anything you do. Even just sit there looking at a wall, you're still thinking about something. That's still introspection time. That's still thinking time. That's still good. But shorts time, there's no thinking. There's nothing going on. And it's not even giving you rest. Because your brain is still working, but it's just not working productively at all. You know? So I honestly think there's no use case at all in which YouTube Shorts or Instagram Reels are good. Like, I've said this so many times. I've tried to cut it out so many times, but for some reason I always keep going back. But I genuinely believe there is absolutely zero use case for which these things are good. Like, I don't see any benefit to it, honestly. It's so bad. But, yeah, I mean, so I guess I'm going to try and cut them off again. I mean, I blocked YouTube. And I think that's, like, how ultimately maybe I might have to go. Because, you know, I don't know. Maybe I should read a book. I should definitely read a book. Maybe I'll read The Hobbit. I'll see. But, yeah. Shorts, Reels, TikToks, they are so bad. So insanely bad. Like, I don't realize sometimes. But, you know, even though, like, a lot of times, you know, I have a lot of thoughts and they annoy me a lot. Like, using real shorts is definitely not the way to go for that. Like, playing a game, watching a show, so many better ways of like keep your mind off things, or just, you know, don't like don't trap your brain, keep your brain captive. Make your brain do something. Don't rot away. Yeah. So stop scrolling if you guys are. I mean, hopefully you stumble upon this video, and just like, my recommendation is honestly just stop. Like, don't even be like, oh, I'll allow my 15 minutes per day. You don't need to scroll. What benefit does scrolling provide you? Like, oh, it helps me get news. Okay, well, there's so many other sources which, like, are so much better. You don't need your shorts feed to give you news, right? If you actually wanted to stay informed, just read a newsletter or something like that. It's not really a good excuse. Like, oh, what? It helps me relax. Well, there's so many other things that are much better at helping you relax. Like, watch a long form YouTube video, watch a show, you know? Like, all so much better than meaningless, like, dopamine maximized reels and shorts. Because that's what they're aimed to do. The algorithm will push things that keep you engaged for the longest periods of time and keep you watching more and more reels. And that means that the reels will be targeted to be as engaging as possible. Not as informative as possible, as engaging as possible, right? And so it's just always filled with such, like... anyways, enough of me ranting. But I just think, like, if you are watching reels, just stop. Just cut it out immediately. You can watch the ones on Instagram that your friends send you, because I think that's a good way to keep in touch. But, like, honestly, I mean, it's just, no, like, it's just so bad. It's not worth it. Sure, it might be funny, okay, but, like, just watch a comedy. You know what I mean? Like, so many alternatives that shorts, like, provide, like, minimal benefit, and in the areas it does provide benefit, it can be easily replaced by much better sources of entertainment. And I wouldn't even classify shorts as entertainment. Like, shorts, when I say shorts, I mean shorts, reels, TikToks. They're literally just dopamine farms for your brain. Do you actually feel entertained after? Do you actually feel happy about what you watched? No. You just feel dead. Like, there's no reason to be watching them. Like, I know it's so easy because it's just free dopamine, but it's so bad. Like, you feel so bad after, and it becomes such a habit. It's literally a drug. I've said it so many times. It's basically a drug, and so that's why I'm gonna try and stop, like I've done many times before. Okay, yeah, that's all I have for today. I'm just kind of annoyed at myself for, like, I don't get that annoyed at myself anymore because I'm like, okay, this is just, you know, how I am sometimes. This happens, which is kind of bad. So I'm kind of happy I made this video as a ultimatum to try and stop. Let's see how long I can stop for. Hopefully I don't, when I go back, go on my summer trip, I don't use it at all. Yeah. Like, honestly, I'm gonna start reading a book or something. Okay, that's all I have for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, goodbye. Oh, let me just get to the top. Yeah, I think I'll, like, pick up a book or something. Like, I have the Lord of the Rings. I think that's a good way to ease into reading, honestly. Like, I haven't read it in a while. I honestly think the vocabulary in there won't be that great, which is a big aspect of why I like to read, to improve my vocabulary. But at the same time, I don't think it matters, because just reading, writing is a good start, you know. And maybe it'll change my writing style a bit. I really want to reread Frankenstein again, because it was such a good book. But yeah, reading does, I think, help you become more articulate, more intelligent, more sophisticated, and coherent with your speech. So I highly recommend that instead of scrolling. There's so many other things you could be doing. Watching a show, watching movies, you name it. Like, so many better alternatives. But yeah. Is there anything else I want to say? Yeah, I'm just waiting to get to the top. I don't think there's much. Okay. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think. Don't go back to watching shorts. Just cut it off. Like, put screen time on it. I don't care what you do. Delete Instagram. Delete Instagram, or Or if you tell yourself hard enough, I'm not gonna do this. This is so bad for me. You won't do it, right? Like trust in your own willpower and just do it. There's so many ways you can prevent it. Just don't watch shorts or reels or TikToks. Yeah. Let's see how long I can go for. How long you guys can go for. All right, bye.